Hello, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming to you. Today is Friday, March the 8th, and let's just say I'm glad this week is over. Another red day. I think that's 4 red days back to back to back to back. I think that's the worst streak I've had since I've gotten PAs, which is frustrating, and I think that's the worst streak this year, but hey, it is what it is. On a positive note, did have some more green on the charts today than I have had. And if it would not have been for this trading the 8:30 news with 2 evals, I would have a green day on evals. So yeah, we'll leave that as it is. I traded that opening, that 8:30, very, very violent news, and I expected it to be pretty violent. And I put in an order for a long or a short, and it caught the short and went into profit, but then the move was so fast, the trailing stop did not follow, and somehow it actually, as the move went the other way, the trailing stop seemed to go up. Anyway, it stopped me out for a loss like way further than the trailing stop was set. So it was just because the move was such a violent move. I mean, we're at let me just zoom in on that move. That move was wild. We're at like the 18,210s up to the 18,370s. So that's 160 points. Incredible move. So thankfully I was trading 2 evals. It was first time trading them. I actually didn't even put a lot of size on. I was just trying to get maybe $1,000 on a quick move. Well, I ended up getting a blown account. So hey, it is what it is. I am very, very happy though. For some odd reason, despite this terrifically green or red week that I've had, for some reason these 3 accounts seem to be blessed because I just am trading those extremely well. 2 of these accounts above 2,000 in profit, so we're less than 600 away from another payout with these 2. Account number 19. This number is not quite right because this was a trade of 8 account. I want to say it's at, I think this number is more correct. 19 is at 846, I believe, in profit, not 778. But anyway, those are knocking on the door. So I'm really, really happy with the way those are being traded. I did lose 2 PAs again today, PA 15 and PA 26. Both of those were insignificant drawdown, and I just simply lost them this afternoon. So it is what it is. But yeah, on the eval side, I did well today, with the exception of that early morning. That was it. That was the only 2 issues I had on those 2. I got some profit on a new 150K, $1,100, almost 1,200, almost 500 on a 50K. And then this is actually $35, not $90 on this take profit account. Oh, by the way, I was copy trading take profit accounts as well, and it blew those up and obviously took those out of my chart. So technically the red day was even worse on the evals, but it was just because of that morning trade. So yeah, the price action, just to look at the where I did well on these PAs, I caught that move up on between like 10 o'clock and 10:30, 10:15. These are more like 10-point candles. The move, the price action was a little bit smoother through this area, and I basically just kind of almost scalped my way. $50 profit, $155, $40, $75 loss, and then $160 winner to get us up to those price points. So yeah, really, really happy with the way those accounts are sitting. We needed 245 and 166 and 180 on those 3 today, and we had 314, 205, and 208. So those are, I'm really, really, really pleased with the way those are going. So the other ones, not so good, not so good at all. I'll be kind of surprised if I get more than, if I can salvage 18, I'll do well. That account is, I think it's actually at 50,004 something. So it has a little bit more drawdown than this is showing. Again, that's a trade of 8 account, and this is not quite, the information is not quite properly displayed, but it is what it is. I was trading for most of the day. I was trading micros on these 15, 18, 26, 27, 28, and I still just got destroyed. Let's actually look at some of the micros trades. This is where I was trading this afternoon, and yeah, I don't know. Let me just talk for a minute about the week and what did I learn on the week. I was trying today and yesterday to be a lot more patient, and I was. It was just really hard to read the market, to read the price action. Just for me, it was. We had a lot of really, really big candles and a lot of volatility within those candles, and it's just, the market was just, it's really seemed to be very, very erratic. Like we had this consolidation area here. I had a couple winners, couple losers, then a big move down right to this 50 level that we had from a couple days ago, and then we're talking a 30-point move up, 30-point move back down, 30-point move back up, 30-point move back down, and then 30-point move back. It's just that is rough. It's very difficult for me to trade that kind of action, and even on minis, I got caught in this one, and I caught this move up, and I thought, man, we're really going to move up, and squeeze higher, maybe go to this previous day low. And we just didn't. We just all at once we just changed course, and I was stuck in that trade, and I just pulled my stop, and I shouldn't have. I should have just stopped out. That was probably the biggest mistake that I made this week on several trades, is just not stopping out and looking for better entries. I just was convinced that, okay, it is finally turning course, or it's going to continue the trend it was on. We just have a small pullback, and every time I thought that, it ended up being a worse and a bigger pullback. But yeah, so it's just the way it is. It's just a tough day, just a tough couple of days. Again, I didn't take just all afternoon trading. It was like a couple trades here, a trade. It was very, and I was copying some of them, and some of them were individual trades. But yeah, I just had a tough time reading the market, and that's all there is to it. So again, I'm really happy that I'm trading 19, 21, and 22 so well. I don't understand how I happen to be trading those accounts that much better than the rest. It's not like I'm looking for different entries. I'm looking for the same entries. I don't know. Maybe it's just luck. I think the thing that kind of stands out to me is, and I've heard people talk about this, when you get into a funk like I'm in right now, and like this week has been, to keep yourself together mentally and still look for good setups and just take the losses and just continue to look for ways to improve. I think that's really the lesson that comes out of this week for me is, it's just a tough week, and learning to be more patient, learning to take even better setups, and just understanding that these days do happen. We get on good streaks where things just seem to always go our way, and then sometimes we get on these streaks where things are not quite as good. So it just happens to be one of those little spans of time, if you will. Let's pull this up. I haven't looked at Trade Mitra here recently or showed this on screen, but as you can see, and I did obviously take out some of the blown accounts because I don't have access to those anymore, but here we had a high point, and then this week was just really gave back, really gave back. Yeah, it is what it is. At least we got these three accounts that are knocking on the payout door, and if we could get across the finish line with those, that would be phenomenal. But yeah, looking at our trade calendar, 4 big old red days back to back. That's tough. It's tough to see, but it is what it is. So all we can do is get back on the horse next week. I know that I will not be trading next Wednesday, but should be able to be trading Monday and Tuesday, and I'm hoping I can continue this trend on 19, 21, and 22. Hopefully get a couple $100 a day for a few days next week, and then next Thursday, is that the 15th? No, next Friday would be the next payout cycle. So hopefully I can have these 3 accounts in that area and at least pull hopefully $6,000 in the next payout cycle here in March. So that's what we're hanging our hat on. That's the win, and hopefully we can take these other evals that we traded well today, and we can move forward on those and get those passed next week and get into some more PA accounts. Because now that we've blown 2, we're down to 6. So we went from 15 to 6 in several days' time. That's a bit painful, but it is what it is. Again, thanks for hanging out here and checking out my videos, comments, and once again, big thanks to those of you guys that are using my codes. Just a reminder, the Apex sale is going on until next Wednesday. The $35 resets, 3-day pass, and 71% off. So take advantage of that if you're looking for resets or evals. And again, the take profit discount is pretty cool, 50% off and 50% off pro resets. My code BCT always gets you the best deal there. So again, thank you for those of you guys that are using my code. And hopefully you guys are having a better week than I am. If you are, if you aren't, leave a comment below. Be kind of interested to see how some of the rest of you guys are doing or have done this week. Was it a good week or was it a bad week? Am I on an island by myself out here, or are we seeing things the same way? So, hey, have a great weekend. We will have another update for you on Monday. We're crossing our fingers and our toes. It has more green than we had today. Take care.